This is Royal Rhubarb. It's an everyday ink from Ferris Wheel Press. Oh, shimmer. Just regular ink. Very pretty red. I've been using it for a while. Just want to test out this Ferris Wheel Press carriage that I got recently. I have a Pilot pen here. Sorry, I've got ink stains. It's kind of a thing you have to live with if you're going to play with ink. We'll let that dry over to the side. So let's just show you what this pen it's filled with this ink, so recently become a little bit obsessed with fountain pens. And I say a little bit, well, let's just say that's an understatement. When I get into something, I go all in. Anyways, welcome to my channel. My name is Ginger, and I am the Happy Turtle. I'm not really going to do any specific font, but I will try to put the capital letters in Gothic script, which I've been learning, so you'll have to bear with me. I used to do fountain pen things when I was much younger. I didn't really have a lot of money, and well, such is life. You get older, you find things that spark joy, as Marie says, Maria Callender, if you've ever seen that Netflix show. Don't keep things in your life that do not spark joy. Not worth it. Yeah. is just a simple color here. It's not, doesn't have any shimmer, but I like it. I am absolutely no expert at pens or nibs or any of that fun stuff. Not yet. Oh, that didn't turn out too badly. I don't think I have enough space to write this other word, but well, we'll crack on and make an attempt. My mother didn't raise quitters. I've been working on calligraphy for a while now. Well, since March anyway. Nope, there's not enough. Well, what I'll do is I'll put it down here. You guys will forgive me. Not claiming to be perfect. I'm just trying to get some joy out of life. And anything junk journal related seems to make me happy these days. I don't know, if you haven't tried it, you should. Hey, it's pretty good. This ink, so here's the swatch. It's dried a bit now, so you can see. Let me rinse that out. Add the ink name to the swatch. What I'm going to try and do is do more of these things. That's actually really pretty. Okay, so let's put that over there. And let's put the cap back on. I'm very impressed with this thing. I do not know why they did not make more of these, because clearly you need them. Because look at how small that little bottom part is for that ink, and it's very easy to tip over. So I looked long and hard for that and found it at Colt Pens. So I really like this pen. It's my favorite one out of the ones I've recently purchased, which have been a lot. Oh well. All right, so the other one that I got is Twisby. I don't know if that's pronounced right. I still have a little trouble opening this case, but I found that this type of pen is the easiest I've ever been able to fill. And I filled this with Bloom of Ascension, which is one of the new shimmer inks from Ferris Wheel Press. Ooh, very careful with that back. So that's why you see the shimmer in there. So if you shake it a little bit, that's all over. And this is a 1 millimeter italic, I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe it says on here. No such luck. It is not in English. Anyway, this is a very affordable pen. This was only $34 or $38, something like that. This was like $34. This is $38. So the only really expensive ones I have are a couple of the Ferris wheel press aluminum carousel pens, which were $90, and I got them on using rewards. But I bought a Monteverde rose gold pen for $100, and so far what I've noticed is that cheaper pens work just as fine. So anyway, this has a little squarish nibs. Don't know if you can see, but there it is. This is I said again, I am absolutely no expert. Hopefully I'm spelling this right. TWSBI. I'm just having fun. Cool. So as you can see, this ink is slightly different from this ink. So we are not going to do a swatch of that, but hang on. Do I have one? Yes, I do. This is the Blue Movement Ascension ink. It's not my best swatch, but it's the one I can locate at the moment. There you can sort of see there's a shimmer, but I didn't do that swatch very well. I did another one some yesterday. Can't find it at the moment. Anyway, so that's this part of the video. I love that color. I'll get better at Gothic script. I am better than when I first started. I know that much. Anyway, this notebook I got from Jet Pens, one of my new favorite stores. Oh, here, let me show you the Monteverde pen I got. This is the Monteverde pen. This was $100. Quite pretty. Like I said, when I get into something, all in. This is also a Monteverde, but it was a cheaper one. Not really super impressed with it. It's a heavy-ish pen. It's metal and has kind of a metallic top to it. I was not sure what I was expecting, but it's not nearly as good as the other one. Here's the information. This is a Ritma magnetic cap. So, the moral of that story is that it doesn't matter how expensive the pen is. We go here to my Ferris wheel press stuff. This is an aluminum pen. And it writes just fine. So this is one of the $90 ones. The other ones are the $20 ones, which still work fine. You can see them. These are not Ferris wheel press pens, obviously. These ones work just as fine. They're the carousel ones that are the really inexpensive ones. Are, I find, like $20 and $35, and they're fine. So, and it's just standard disposable black nibs. And this, surprisingly, or perhaps not surprisingly, is what I'm using to practice the Gothic script on, because it's micron. As you can see, it has the edges and stuff. Anyway, that's that. And that is that. So let's do another journal. Just to make things interesting. Girl, and this is all part of the journaling stuff. I did this one earlier today, and this one I submitted as a short today. I'm thinking, actually I did the mini journal. You know what? I will not do a mini journal today. Let's do something else. Let's go for my Cora Korea Crafts Dragon Fantasy Journal and get rid of my ink cup so I don't spill it everywhere. That's all right. Set that there. Go to my page. Put this pen back in its case. If a pen comes in a case, I'll keep the case. Okay. So what shall we do today? There's a couple of things I did recently. And I think I'll go for a vintage. Spread, which I've been kind of into those lately. Paper from Soto Studios. You have not gone there. You are missing out. This is random stuff, except for I'll use that one. Most of this is from Soto Studios. Or Korea. If you haven't been to Korea, you should really go to that one as well. Highly recommend both of those sites. I'm just going to do a bit of a mismatch here. Don't have a plan. You know, I'm sorry, but this is a long form video with a bunch of different stuff. Let's see how it does. One more. My boxes. This beautiful box is is from Journal Up. Let's see. And all of these papers are from Soto Studios. I'm looking for my vintage. Okay, we won't do anything completely complicated. Bear with me, I'm missing one thing. There. Have a specific sort of color scheme in mind. All right. Sometimes when you do journals, you just throw stuff onto the page. In this case, I was, oops, I'm sorry. In this case, I was sort of thinking about colors that went with the ink I was using. That even, oh, who cares? Junk drawer. So, what's up? How's everyone doing? I hope you had a good week. This is not a story time journal. I only do those once a month, and I'm trying to do them only towards the middle of the month, if I find something I want to talk about. Today I'm just talking about my journal and my fancy pens. One thing I won't be doing is I won't be doing any pen mystery boxes. I watched someone open a mystery box, and oh wait, you know what? This might go better on this side. And honestly, I was not all that impressed. I don't want to end up with a bunch of stuff I'm not going to use. This is what happened when I got my last advent calendars. But who knows? I mean, I don't have anyone. I don't have a great number of followers right now, and no one's sponsoring this channel. Who knows what the future might bring. It's very uncertain for many folk at the moment. Sure, a lot of you can relate. So I was sort of thinking of layering, but I like that, so I'm gonna keep that. much uncertainty in the world, but there's no point in dwelling on it. I think if I put this one in, it's just too dark a color and it kind of draws too much of your eyes, so. That's it for that. Let's see what I can find in here. Actually pretty good. Be careful when I pick stuff out of this one because everything is a little bit darker colors. But I think this one goes kind of nice, just like that. So I'll do that. And when you're doing the journals, you just kind of go with your gut, because at the end of the day, you're doing it for yourself and to make you feel better and to relax and calm down from stressful work times and any other things that may have happened. We are going to bring out my, that's too much, flower binder. I'm really kind of just going with the flow these days. And that does not feel like it will flow well with this picture. Whew. Let's see. I'm looking for colors that are a little bit muted. Most of the time when I do these, I get worried that I don't have a plan. I'm going to get comments about that, but I honestly, this is not about you, it's about my own preferences. I want to entertain people. That's why I'm putting things on YouTube. But ultimately it is kind of therapy. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. These I get from Libixer, LYBLXR. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I have a bunch of them. Alright, I might be about done with flowers. see. Anything I want to put else I want to put in here? I'm actually going to load this video as is, and I'm not going to take anything out. Sometimes I like to do that. So I want to get more hours of, well, I'm not going to talk about that. Now we need the fantasy part of this thing. Let's see. What are we throwing in here? Definitely not steampunk. But two colors are too loud. See, I was thinking. Might use that and kind of be a little bit fantastical here. It's always a bit of the more difficult part, is to figure out what else you want to put into the journal here. Just was thinking that this might be cool. Yeah, that actually is really nice. I'll give a little, and it's soft colors, but then there's kind of a pop, but they don't overwhelm. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm not an expert on this either. I just do what I want. Right, so here. I have a dream. I believe that's all we need. So it's a hint, and you get to kind of make your own idea of what's going on here, what the story is. Ultimately, it's a story. It's time for some positive affirmations. That's what helps with the journals, is the positive affirmations. I don't know if these are the right ones to use because they will distract. So let me find another book, of which I have many. Sometimes it doesn't really need to be anything profound. Sometimes it just goes with the aesthetic. So there it is. Not got that very straight, but all right, well, let's just. So my idea is for this story is that there's a lady here who had some tragedy or something happen, and she's looking to see how to bring herself out of it. She's got friends around, and they're all coming eventually to help her. But she will get her life back, and she will get through it, as we all will when bad things happen. As the saying goes, life goes on, and only you can really rescue yourself. Your friends and your family can help you, but it's up to you to live a good life. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video, and have a great rest of your day. I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, liked this video, and shared it. It would really help me grow my channel. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.